Hi again, so we're back for the second part of our Clone Wars series. So today we're looking at the clones. So, Jamie, like we did on the first one, obviously this is a project that you were passionate about for many, many years. And we're kind of at a stage where it's looking fantastic now. So do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Well, to me, the Clone Wars is Star Wars. It's my Star Wars. Yes, when I was younger, I grew up watching the originals. We had them on special editions on VHS.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, the originals are always going to be my favourite films. The prequels were coming out sort of as I was being born. I remember being like, 4 or 5 when when Revenge of the Sith came out. So not really at the right age to go to the cinema and watch it. But I remember the Clone Wars coming out in the cinema and that being my first theatrical release of the film. Although the film's not as good as the TV series, it was still, that was what hooked me into Star Wars, and it's just gone from there. I've always loved the clones. The clones to me are better than Stormtroopers. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that one, but a lot of people will also agree. So
I think you have a particular favourite unit as well.
Oh, I
so
do.
Talk about that one.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see that particular unit come in. I think you can probably guess. I'll give you a hint. They're blue. And yeah, the clones have always been. I've always loved the TV series, the Clone Wars. I remember every Saturday morning coming down watching it. It was just fantastic. And it's got my favourite Jedi as a prominent character in it, as you will also see. Mr. Hello there himself.
So the army as a whole, obviously we've already done the droid part of it, we've now done the clone part of it. How do you feel about the whole army, the project coming together?
It's been massive, and the problem is we just finished this lot, and last night we went down to Entoyment and picked up a couple more bits, a couple of new characters to add in, so it never stops. It never stops.
No, I don't think this is a project that we'll ever say is absolutely finished until they stop releasing stuff. So looking forward to doing those new characters.
Yeah,
so picked
got
up Cad Bane.
Cad Bane.
That's it. Well, another one of your favourites in the series.
It's one of my favourite bounty hunters.
And obviously Padme is another character
Got to
that
have
came
one
out
to go with the others.
Yeah.
Although I'm surprised they've done pretty much everybody who's related to Anakin in some form rather than Anakin.
Yeah, it does seem a bit surprising
'Cause
that
I've
Anakin's
read-
not come out yet.
I think the next characters will probably be Ahsoka and Ventress. So then you'll have Anakin's master,
Maybe
his
Anakin,
wife, his Padawan,
yeah.
and without him.
Maybe Anakin is going to be the final big release though.
Maybe.
Who knows? And we don't know
and
how
you've
long
got
that's
his
gonna be.
captain as well,
Absolutely.
Rex.
yeah, I know. It seems a bit bizarre, really.
Yeah.
So obviously from here, we're going to show you the table, show you the units that there are, and do some close-ups in the same way as we did the droid army. So I hope you enjoy. Look forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
And here we are then with the Clone Army of the Republic. Starting off with some Phase 1 troops, the core troops. Got the green marking there on the unit leader to represent he's a sergeant. Because at the beginning of the Clone Wars, as some of you may know, different colours were on the Phase 1s to represent their ranks. So you had red for captain, green for sergeant, blue for lieutenant, and yellow for commander. So obviously a sergeant there, they've got the green markings. And as the war went on, they started giving their own colours for their different regiments or battalions and all their different formations. Got another Phase 1 squad here, same makeup. Obviously these are the soft plastics, and these are some of the last figures they've done for soft plastic. They started moving over to hard plastic and stuff on sprues now, which allows a bit more customization. The first TX-130, the turret on there, it's got a dual laser cannon, which I really like, but what I've done is I've magnetized it so that you can put the ion cannon on there as well. You can see the blue scheme on it, represent the 501st, my favourite Legion in there. And we've got the first Bark Speeder here, the Phase 1 crew. The Phase 1 crew, as you may know, you can get in the core set, but the Phase 2s is the ones you get separately. And we've got our first Phase 2 squad here, as I said, in the 501st, the proper Legion of the clones. And we've got the specialists here, Phase 1 specialists. As I was saying about markings, the red on the character at the front there represents he's a captain. And we've got the heavy weapons on the side. I've also used reds for the visors just to give that bit of striking, bit of a contrast in colour scheme. Got another Phase 2 squad here. That's, as I said, with the 501st. You can see the mortar at the back there. He's strapped on his back. This is what I was saying with hard plastic, is that's one option you can make, and another one option is where he's got the mortar actually deployed, as we'll see in a bit. Next Bark Speeder, as I said, with the Phase 2 crew. Now what I've done with my sidecar crew members on all of the Bark Speeders is I've not glued the bodies to the legs, therefore I can switch out to put a rocket or the turret gun on there. A bit more versatility in game them. Another Phase 1 squad at the back, core of the army, and a second TX-130, this time with the ion cannon at the top, or the beam gun, sorry. And what I've got on one is a Phase 1 gunner at the top, and on the other one's a Phase 2 as well, giving that a little bit of play. And the third Bark Speeder there, with a rocket on the sidecar. As I said, it's not glued on, but that's where the versatility comes in. And we've got another Phase 2 squad here, looking great there, blue. And that's what I mean by the mortar, is that's a different option you can build for it. You can build it set up or on their back, so it gives it a little bit of variety. Not every squad's the same, which I think is a lot better now with hard plastics. You get a lot more variety in your units rather than seeing the same figures, as you can probably see from the Phase 1s. And speaking of Phase 1s, we're on to the next Phase 1 unit. Got a large force for the Phase 1 and a small elite force for the Phase 2. And another Phase 1 there, that's 5 units in total, good core of the army. Now with the Phase 2s, they're still core choices, just a hell of a lot tougher than the Phase 1s. Senator Chuchi at the front is a little objective marker to use as a hostage from the vital assets. Looking great. And of course you can't have the 501st without Captain Rex, the best clone of them all. What an incredible figure. And what I like about him is you can choose to give him the Phase 1, the Phase 2 or the bare head. So I gave him the bare head to get a bit of variety in there. And the fact his armour is very custom, very unique to allow it. And finally, Mr. Hello There himself, General Kenobi. My favourite Jedi from the whole of Star Wars. In his Clone Wars uniform, it looks incredible. Absolutely superb. There you are. Now I think if we get a last shot of that, I'll just pull the camera out, get a shot of the army overall. There we are. Good core force in there, lots of troops ready to take the battle to the clankers in the Clone Wars.